Hello there, I'm 82 years old, and if there's one thing these 8 decades have taught me, it's how to tell the difference between what matters and what doesn't. Today, I want to share something with you, something I wish someone had told me when I was 20, or 30, or even 50. It's about the biggest lie I believed for most of my life. A lie that many of you might be living right now. The lie is this: that you have plenty of time. We all live as if we have an infinite supply of tomorrows. I did it too. I'd say, I'll travel next year. I'll learn to paint when I retire. I'll tell them how I feel when the time is right. But next year turns into the next. And retirement brings new excuses, and the right time often never comes. Time is the most valuable thing you own. Yet it's the only thing you can't get more of. It slips through your fingers like sand, and before you know it, you're looking back, wondering where it all went. Think about your relationships. We get so caught up in being right, in winning arguments. I remember silly fights with my late wife, disagreements over things so trivial I can't even recall them now. We'd give each other the silent treatment for a day or two, each of us too proud to be the first to apologize. What a waste of precious hours. Hours we could have spent laughing, or holding hands, or just being together. You think you have all the time in the world to make up, but you don't. One day, you wish for just one more minute to say, I am sorry or I love you, and that minute won't be there. Don't let pride steal your moments. Pick up the phone. Heal the rift. The love you share is infinitely more important than who won the argument. And let's talk about success. The world screams at you from a young age that success is a big house, a fancy car, a title on a business card. I chased that for a long time. I worked long hours, missed school plays, postponed family vacations. I was building a legacy, or so I told myself. I climbed the ladder, and when I got near the top, I looked around and realized it was leaning against the wrong wall. The real success wasn't in the bank account. It was in the moments I'd neglected. It was in the bedtime stories I didn't read, the walks in the park I didn't take. Success isn't about accumulation. It's about contribution. It's about the impact you have on the people around you. Did you make someone's day a little brighter? Did you teach your children kindness and integrity? Did you listen when a friend needed an ear? That's the real stuff. The rest is just noise. The things you own end up owning you, demanding your time and energy. But the love you give and receive, the memories you create, that's the currency of a life well lived. Regret is a heavy burden to carry into old age. I see it in the eyes of my friends. Regrets about the chances not taken, the words not said, the dreams deferred. The biggest regrets are almost always about inaction. It's the what if. What if I'd taken that job in a new city? What if I'd been brave enough to say I love you? What if I'd started that business I always dreamed of? Fear is the jailer of your dreams. Fear of failure, fear of judgment, fear of the unknown. Let me tell you something from my 82 years on this planet. Failure is a far better teacher than regret will ever be. When you fail, you learn, you grow, you get back up. But when you let fear win, and you don't even try, you're left with a hollow feeling that time can't heal. So be brave. Be a little reckless with your heart. Ask for the promotion. Book the ticket. Write the book. Your future self will thank you for the attempt, regardless of the outcome. Don't live a safe life. Live a full one. So, what truly matters? It's simpler than you think. It's the warmth of the sun on your face on a spring morning. It's the sound of your favorite song. It's the taste of a meal shared with people you love. It's a genuine, belly-aching laugh. It's presence, being fully in the moment you're in, not worrying about yesterday or planning for a tomorrow that isn't guaranteed. We spend so much of our lives on autopilot, just going through the motions. Wake up, pay attention. Notice the small joys. They are the building blocks of a happy life. I spent decades believing the lie that someday was a real day on the calendar. It isn't. The only time you have is right now, this very second. So what are you going to do with it? Are you going to keep scrolling, or are you going to put the phone down and go tell someone you love them? Are you going to keep putting off your dream, or are you going to take one small step toward it today? This isn't meant to scare you. It's meant to free you. Free you from the lie that you have endless time. You have a finite, beautiful, precious amount of it. Use it wisely. Use it with love. Use it with courage. Stop waiting for the perfect moment. Take the moment and make it perfect. I've made my share of mistakes, more than I can count. But my hope is that by sharing my story, my raw and honest advice, you can avoid some of them. You can save yourself the decades of heartache it took me to figure this out. You still have time to make better choices. I'm curious to know what you think. Please, leave a comment below and tell me what lesson hit you the hardest. What's one thing you're going to change after watching this? I read every single one, and I genuinely love hearing your stories. Your journey matters. If you found some wisdom in these old bones, consider subscribing. I'll be sharing more real stories and real advice from a life that's been fully lived. No filters, just the truth as I see it. Thank you for spending a little bit of your precious time with me today. Use the rest of it well.